Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of, the 16th through the 22nd of April. So thank you for being here. Before we get into it, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. There is an affiliate link for Passion Planner goodies in the description of this video and a discount code. They just had a new launch for academic dated planners, as well as some new dailies with some beautiful colored covers, and 2 new sticker books that I'm going to get my hands on as well. So if you'd like to purchase any of those things or any of the existing stuff that Passion Planner has, please feel free to use my link and my code. I really appreciate it. Also, thanks for being here. So let's get into it. So this is the current week. And I'm actually filming this on Thursday because Friday is kind of a busy day and I want to possibly take my time. Hopefully my daughter gives me a good nap. As you can see in this week, I used the Let's Color stickers and I think it turned out very beautiful. I had a lot of fun coloring these stickers. You know, it's just kind of a nice meditative thing and I think it's very pretty. You can make them match, you know, whatever color scheme you got going on that week. And they just add a little pizzazz. And I don't know if you can see the foil as much with the marker on, but there's definitely gold foil on those. So this is like not a horrible week. It was just really busy. Like I can't wait for the semester to be over. Yesterday was the worst day of the week. I dealt with some if you follow me on Instagram, you know I had some academic, just like the worst sides of academic life kind of happen all at once. And so that's really frustrating, but you know, it's just one day, so I'll move on. I hope I will feel better at the start of next week because I'm hoping to make a lot of progress on some things today and tomorrow, and maybe even do a little work on weekends, even though I don't normally do that. But I think it would just make me feel better to have to feel like there's a little more breathing room in my schedule. So that's the plan for next week potentially, or for the rest of this week potentially. So next week, I'll go ahead and my planner is getting kind of thick, so it's like puffing up when I go to put the plans on. So let me go ahead and put the dates in, and I don't trust myself because, as you know, if you watched my last plan with me, I am just behind on everything right now. It is what it is. I have to remind myself that I am watching my daughter full time and I have a full-time job, and it is just a lot. So I need to be easy with myself. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm going to do for this week. I'm actually going to bring in some stickers from the Passion Projects Passion Planner sticker book. This has really adorable stickers about various kind of hobbies and passions. And I'm going to use this page primarily today. I just really like the garden theme. I like this little saying, grow into yourself, and these little characters are really cute. I just like everything about this. And then also I'm going to bring in the rest of the stickers that I used for my monthly spread. These are from the Passion Planner Decorate Your Planner book. And I use these very often to do monthly spreads because they are kind of like the closest thing Passion Planner has to a kit. But there were some extras left over, and I think they're garden-y, so I think they'll go really well with these stickers here. They're not the exact same color scheme, but they're close enough. And they're about gardening, so I thought that'd be super cute. So this is the page I'm going to use for today. I'm actually going to go ahead and just bring it out of the book here. Don't know if I'll use all of these, but I'll definitely use enough to warrant taking it out of the book. Okay. And I want to bring in, I wanted to do something with yellow this week, and so I'm bringing this in. This is obviously, there's not a ton of yellow in here, but I think it will just look nice with these colors. So I'm just eager to use my new gold mild liner, and so I'm just going to do that for now. Okay, so before I get to the stickers and whatnot, actually let me see if I have any more. Yeah, I need to print out some more of those. I should just print out a ton at a time, but that's not my life, y'all. I'm lucky I have this one for today. Yeah, the habits are going pretty well. I will say the morning physical therapy is the thing I'm slacking on the most. And maybe I'm like going about it wrong. Like maybe it doesn't have to be like first thing in the morning. But like if I don't do it, then I'm like, oh, well, I'll just wait till evening. But it's like, obviously it would help me if I did it any time of day that worked for me. It's just a lot right now. Like, I just, taking the time to do all those exercises, it's just time I don't have at the moment. I know I need to prioritize it. I haven't been prioritizing it, and that's the truth. Let me put, should I do washi? I should do washi. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for washi here. It just looks pretty with the washi. A little less like black and white going on the page and a little more color, which is always nice. You probably hear it in my voice, I'm like a little subdued today. It just was a long week and it's not over. A long week and a long month and a long semester. So it's sort of, this is definitely the time that I call the squish. The grading is just a lot, even though I don't give a lot of feedback on the final projects because, unless I am encouraging them to, maybe I should do more of this like gold. Yeah, let's do that, kind of orangey gold. Unless I'm encouraging them to revise and resubmit, I don't give a ton of feedback because, it's final and chances are they're not going to read it anyway. But there's 66 of them. And I will admit that like the whole AI text generator thing has changed my like approach a little bit. Not a whole lot, but like I do kind of like look at things and I'm like, that seems a little wonky. I actually, it does make me like pause longer than I might otherwise have done. But the way that I scaffold my classes is such that like it would be really hard to, to have an AI chatbot do the work that we're doing. And in fact, one of the things that happened this week is I realized that a student put a bunch of sources in their paper that didn't exist. And interestingly, even though, plagiarism catchers can't really catch AI generated text, the thing is, like, it will catch when a student isn't using actual sources because those exist in the internet, right? They exist in the digital world. And so they catch it by not catching anything, if that makes sense. Like typically students have a certain amount of their paper, which the system flags as, like not plagiarized, but sourced from somewhere, which makes sense because the sources come from somewhere. But in this case, it was like 0%. And I was like, well, that's not normal, honestly. And then like, it wouldn't have, even if I hadn't like noticed that or used that technology, it would have been obvious to me based on the writing that it was not a good paper. But, it was like definitely a tip off to see that 0%. And I looked at it and then I tried to find the sources myself and they just didn't exist. So I wrote and I was like, something wrong, I can't find any of your sources. And then she was like, oh, well, I used a citation generator, so maybe the citations are wrong. And I'm like, and she's like, can you tell me which ones are wrong? And I'm like, they're not wrong, they're just not there. So can you send me all the PDFs that you used to write this paper? And she's like, okay, I'll try to find them. And I'm like, yeah. Like, Jesus, like I didn't get to where I am in your life as your instructor by being an idiot, okay? So anyway, it was a frustrating day. And like the thing is, like I might sound like a stereotypical faculty member right now, but I give my students a lot of leeway, like a lot. You know, like I could have like tossed her, you know, butt to the Office of Academic Integrity and just been like, I'm done with you. But I didn't. I said, I'm giving you the chance to redo this, but I also know what you did. And if you repeat it, then I will toss your butt to the Office of Academic Integrity. And and still she had the gall to lie to me, you know? And even backing up before that, like I support the crap out of my students when they're working on this project, you know? And it's hard not to take it personally, you know? It's just really hard not to be like, to feel like you gave them a lot of leash and they choked you with it. It's just very frustrating. So yeah, that's what happened. And, you know, as I said, it's kind of demoralizing. It definitely took the wind out of my sails, and I had to pause for, you know, with work for the day, or maybe I just switched gears. I can't remember. Okay, so this week, you know what? I don't trust myself. I know I keep flipping to the April calendar, but I literally don't trust my brain right now, y'all. Okay, so this is my daughter's 6-month checkup, which I'm really excited about. And this is PT. And then I have PT over here. And I actually am going to jot down the actual times because they differ some weeks, and I like scared myself last week because the time was so different. I'm going to use one of my meeting stickers. And I need my tweezers. Oh, that is not my meeting sticker. That's my next week's sticker. These are my meeting stickers. These are from the Aesthetics Studio if you're interested. Meeting. I'm just going to put meeting. I know what I'm talking about. Thankfully, it's the only one I have scheduled next week, which makes me very happy. I'm going to go ahead and put a little next week, though. Yeah. Right there. Because it's cute, and it does help me sometimes. Do I need anything else from these little guys? So, yeah. So next week, thankfully, I don't have a ton of meetings lined up. Like I did this week. I think that part is also why I felt a little squish. There should be like fewer meetings as the semester comes to a close, and then May, my understanding is, we're gonna have a ton of meetings. It's part of the admin crap. So my husband's off Monday, so he can take the baby, which I'm really excited about. Because I really need to get stuff done that day. And I think the trade-off is he works maybe the overnight shift, some kind of weird shift on this day. He like traded shifts with someone. And I think it's the overnight shift on this day. I'm just gonna put a little like streak. Just to remind myself, I don't remember if it's overnight or swing. I hope it's overnight. That's better. Like it just is from a variety of perspectives. Okay, before I start jotting in to-dos and stuff like that, I do want to like get in here with some stickers. So I think like something in the corner here, leave some space for my next week, but like something really cute in the corner. Maybe this guy. And maybe this lady. I don't know. Is it too much? Maybe something like, let's put this lady here. And I definitely want to put this, I'm going to put this here because I don't need that much writing space to write my habits down. Okay, and then these little like hanging plant stickers are so cute. They definitely go more kind of up like that, like they're actually sitting on a shelf. Put that there. And then this week's quote is, if you take care of the small things, the big things take care of themselves. You can gain more control over your life by paying closer attention to the little things. Make your bed every morning this week. Simple task only takes a minute and is correlated with increased productivity. Yeah, I always make my bed in the morning because for a variety of reasons, but I've like never not done that. It's just something I do. This week's focus, grow into yourself. Ooh, that's so cute. I love that. Yeah, I mean the little things. So habits are, I'm going to talk about that because the theme for this month is sustainability, even though I'm going with the growth theme from last month a little bit. But sustainability, so, you know, in a variety of contexts, like thinking about Earth Day coming up and thinking about being like living a sustainable life. Last year, I posted some of the habits that I was trying to maintain to live more sustainably, like in an environmental kind of way. And since having the baby, I've definitely like dropped off on that a little bit, just because everything's more complicated with a baby and living in a condo. But what I want to talk about today is sustainable habits. Like I think that puzzles a lot of people. Not I don't mean habits that are earth friendly. I mean habits that are sustainable for you, that you can sustain, is what I'm getting at there. And I think having a habit tracker is one like way to kind of like facilitate that, certainly. So that's one way to do it. But you also need to find like ways to make the habits like automatic, if that makes sense. They need to be somewhat simple. They need to be easy to do. Like you need to have all the equipment you need. Like if one of your goals, for example, is like one of your habit goals is to, you know, clean your bathrooms more often or something like that, then like it might help you if you had all the equipment you needed. So you might need like double cleaning equipment for upstairs and downstairs, for example, because that way you won't have to remember to take the cleaning supplies up and downstairs in order to meet that goal that you have. And so that's one way I think of like having sustainable, like making habits sustainable for you, certainly. So I think I'm just like struggling a little with the sticker. Okay. So that's one way to make them sustainable too. And then you guys have noticed, if you've been watching my channel for the last few weeks at least, that I'm trying to find ways to make my habits happen. And one of the ones I really want to do this week is to be better about doing is the physical therapy exercises, and the icing afterward, which is the nice part of it for me anyway. So, you know, finding like ways to make that happen, to make it more sustainable for me. And in general, the habits that I put here, I do, because I have like a very vested interest in the way they make my life better. Physical therapy is one of those like types of habits where you don't really see the effects all the like immediately. You definitely like, you know, it kind of is, it makes it less comfortable in some cases for you. And it does feel like more self-indulgent than some of the other habits that I have. And I think, you know, sometimes I have trouble with habits or activities that seem like overly about myself. And I know that's a whole thing. I talk about it with my therapist. But, you know, I think finding a way to make it happen for me is like one of the things I really want to figure out. The other habits help. It helped when I put them in the order I would typically do them. For some reason that helped, just like a visual, like you go down the list type thing. So that's another way you might like, it might help you to find like a sustainable way of going about that. Okay, so I'm going to bring in these extra stickers that I didn't end up using. That is not straight. Oh well, okay. It's a really sticky sticker. And then I have errands. Actually, let me just double check something real quick. I might put these here because we actually do have errands we need to run this coming weekend. And then I have Recharge, Happy Space, and Grateful For. And I think I'm going to put that one there. And Recharge. I'm going to put this, here. And maybe put some like things I should do to recharge. Because one thing that I think is like challenging me at the moment is taking time to recharge. It's hard because, you know, I have a young child, and like I do want to take advantage of the, you know, when my husband comes home to have like a little me time, but she's been with me all day, and it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of an abrupt change for her. And so sometimes like I can't just switch off as much as I want to. And then it butts up against, you know, dinner time and bath time and bedtime and like all of this stuff. And so like it can feel very draining. By the time I do get a minute to myself, I'm so tired, like I can hardly enjoy it, right? And right now I know work is just, because normally I'd be able to take more of that time during the day. I'm doing that right now. I love planning. This like renews my spirit. So I'm definitely trying to take some recharge time, even though you're like, Tanya, you're filming this video for, you know, your channel. Like, how can that be recharging? But it is actually recharging for me. I'm going to have grading, or not grading, but like feedback for students. I just don't know where I'll be at feedback wise, and I want to wait. I mean, at the very least, I need to provide feedback on their plans. And I'm going to go ahead and put my classes. So I have that, and I really need to find time to work on my portfolio because that's due May 1st. I probably will also have an LOR. Students are weird, you know, where they're like, can you write this LOR for me? And you're like, when is it due? And then you hear nothing. And you're like, do you want me to write this letter? Like, what's happening? So this week, I know I'm not going to be done with my annotations, so I'll be lucky if I meet my streak goal. I'm doing really good. I'm like doing academic writing every day. I haven't been putting my stickers though. But it's just, you know, slow going. There's more research than I realized too, so that's part of it. Got film, editing, and I will probably need groceries at some point. Personal things. Do we have any personal things we need to do, figure out? Not really. I think we're all good on that. And then next week, let's just see what's coming up the following week. Next week, they also, let me think, we'll be doing, yeah, they'll be doing their workshop. Thankfully, the semester's almost over. I really need to get the portfolio in order because that's almost due. I think that's it. Personally, yeah, I have not been piling on with extra like social engagements. Not that we haven't been like social to a certain extent. Obviously, Easter was a big one, but you know, I haven't been like making extra plans for the weekend because we really need that time to recharge. Typically, oh, I got my videos. I can hear my baby waking up, but she'll be fine for a few more minutes. Let me go ahead and put those guys on here. I know these are like, I think supposed to be, yeah, they're FaceTime stickers, but they work. They're like little video cameras, so they work. It's what I have. I'm gonna use it. I need to do like a kind of like icon sticker restock coming up. So yeah, videos I have coming up, in case you're interested, are I have another academic writing streak check-in. I might do a little vlog style. And then I also have, what was it? I'm done with the flip through. Oh no, I have one more flip through. Since y'all said you like flip throughs, I'm going to do one more. And then I have some additional, like, then we're going to get into like May, you know, April reflection, May setup. And also some like other cool videos I've brainstormed coming up here. So I'm really excited for that. Let me go ahead and give myself some writing credit. Maybe we'll stick with the green pencils, even though they don't all have the little heart. I have been marking it off on my year in pixels, so I've been doing that at least. And I haven't done today, so I'm not going to give myself credit for that until I do it. Okay, I'm going to jot my habits down later, but just know that I'm rooting for you. If you have habits that you're trying to make more sustainable, I will let you know next week if I was able to actually make myself do more of the physical therapy exercises that I should be doing. And if so, how I accomplish that, because I know perhaps inquiring minds would like to know. Thank you for watching. Thanks for sticking around through this kind of morose plan with me. I will say it does make me feel better to have next week planned out. I hope you have some fun plans for the rest of April or for this like third week of April. Please let me know in the comments if you are trying to maintain or create some habits, and if so, like, do you have advice for me for making the PT happen? Or like getting over just like any obstacle that prevents you from really meeting your habit goals. Thanks for watching and stay tuned. I got some more fun videos coming, and oh yeah, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for being here. See you